This is what I was honestly expecting. I think that Ornn is such a strong pick in the current meta. If you're playing a lot of solo queue, this is one of those tanks that you're actually scared of in the early levels. Ornn is someone who can just straight up beat a lot of carries in lane, who does have solo kill potential, especially if you are going to go Spellbook and take the Ignite. That can be pretty dangerous. It is incredible engage. And it's also very difficult sometimes now when you're looking at a comp like this for MF to be able to get a clean ultimate off, right? Because there's no Braum to actually block out an Ornn ulti to actually prevent some of this engage. So that is something that you can use for the long range engage to deny the opportunity for Kobbe to set up for that fully channel. Made him quite safe, and then the fact that he had the little sidestep on the knockup, guaranteed nothing was going to come from that. And now it's Dardoch's turn down here on the bottom side. Here they go.
There it is. Doublelift going to be the one who gets jumped on. Kobbe putting down some damage. Doublelift's going to be ignited. Seeing if they can bring Dardoch in here to finish it off. The CC is down and Doublelift is gone. First blood, TSM.
Biofrost just having a great engage there, despite the fact that Doublelift actually flashed. It seemed like the Zenith Blade had already connected, so he was able to actually follow after him. And heal plus Guardian, not enough to keep him safe there. I'm gonna watch this one more time. We'll see. Was the flash in a rate just a little bit too late, I think. Yeah, so flash Zenith Blade. He does get the flash to respond, but once that Zenith Blade has connected, he will follow you through that summoner. And as soon as that happened, that was really gonna be it. Biofrost held onto his stun until Dardoch is in range, maximizing the damage there. Kobbe dropping the heal for the speed up to be able to get in range too, and it's a repeat gank.
Dardoch's right back down here, but a TP is going to be coming in. It's going to be a bloodbath. Kobbe is going to be taking low. Doublelift as well. Doublelift is gone. Core JJ, half HP. Team Liquid looking to find some sort of return fire here. Dardoch very nicely timed on the rappel. Has to be careful though. Looking to smite the crab, flashing away, staying alive. And TSM, 2 kills. Doublelift, 2 deaths.
I mean, if you're on the Dardoch hype train, this is what you have signed up for. This is what you want to see. The aggressive, dominant early jungler is what TSM have been wanting, and they're getting that. 2 early kills down on that bottom side before his first base. That is incredible to see. And this one was even more costly.
What's also nice that I want to point out, because on the first day we saw some shenanigans happening where Ornn was in the game and his teammates wouldn't buy the stuff he could upgrade. That is a problem when you're playing with a champion like Senna who wants to buy other types of items. But when you've got a traditional marksman on your team and they get an Infinity Edge, it's just so easy. Upgrade that, upgrade the items for the mid laner as well, and have those upgrades on the carries where they really need to be.
Yeah, and I want to see, how quickly these guys are actually going to rush towards those items, because we have seen Ornn come out, notably from CLG, where the carries didn't actually then have Ornn upgradable items, right? So you weren't able to get that value. I am assuming that Doublelift will probably just go towards an IE second, which is going to be that first upgrade, and then you could look for something like a death cap on Jensen.
Biofrost, he's charmed up, he's bursted down. Jensen catching him out and making sure Team Liquid gets a kill.
There's that play, right? He sets himself up with that Hextech GLP, slowing him down to guarantee the Shockwave will land. Biofrost had no flash, so Jensen's just kind of alley-ooping to himself on that one. And is able to grab a kill for himself. Very well done.
Broken Blade continuing to just maintain control in this side lane, though. A Gangplank with a completed Trinity Force isn't too worried about anything Ornn's going to do to him, so he'll be comfortably hanging out here until somebody else from Team Liquid has to come down and stop him. Catalyst of Aeons up on Impact will provide a little bit more sustainability. Jensen will just continue shoving up mid lane here as well. Next Drake is spawning in 90 seconds. We are at the point of the game now where the Rift has been burned away by the Infernal Dragon, so that means those are all we're going to see from here on out. Both teams would love to grab that soul, but it is TSM who are already 2 of those 4 on the way.
Yep, and TL probably going to have to make their stand at the next one, right? We talked about that in the previous game. That is generally the mark at which teams are no longer comfortable seeding those dragons, because if you let your opponents get the 3, 1 pick, 1 miss smite, 1 anything really, and they have soul for the rest of the game, right? And a lot of people feel that is generally lights out. So I am expecting TL to try to farm it out, try to get as prepared as possible, and look to reset in the next 15-20 seconds to try to go for that. They do have the opportunity.
Impact gets himself CC'd, but yes, buffers the dash away so well. Bjergsen's going to be caught out there only by the GLP. Core JJ can't get in there with the quickness. Bjergsen doesn't even have to use the ulti. And with Rakan ult being such a powerful teamfight tool, TL is hesitant to take this fight and seem to be willing to concede it.
Yeah, they're just going to give it up. I think they don't think that they can win a fight without that Rakan engage. And they very well may be right. So they kind of took their swing. It was at Bjergsen. Bjergsen just sped out of there. So now TL is going to try to trade for Rift Herald. That is where they are setting up. But I don't think they can really do this either, and they may be getting caught out.
Oh, Solar Flare finding its way onto a couple of people. Only going to grab the slow, though. Impact with the counterattack. There's your stasis for Biofrost. We're going to buy a little bit more time. Won't be to get a 22-minute Infernal Soul right here.
And basically every single summoner is available. Biofrost missing Flash, but everyone else has everything ready to go. This is going to be an explosive fight.
There it comes. The Orin Horn is sounded. Broken Blade going to be the target there at the start. Dardoch going into the repel. Bjergsen throwing down some bombs, keeping Team Liquid at bay, and the Infernal Drake is started up. This could be a moment where Schernfire has to be a hero here for his team. TSM with control over the Drake for now. Gangplank ultimate going to be used, zoning everybody away. Biofrost going to be zoning too. Dardoch has to split away from the Drake. It's going to be taken very, very low. Bjergsen's going to be shut down. Team Liquid able to find themselves a fight here so far. Dardoch getting out of the way with the repel, seeing if there's anything else he's able to do. Kabe is able to burst him low. Schernfire's going to be taken very low, not quite able to grab it, but Team Liquid, thanks to Jensen, will get that Drake. Still 4 alive on the side of TSM. They have only lost their mid laner. Kabe's thrown up into the air. Core JJ says Bjerg won't die alone as Biofrost and Broken Blade try to disengage. It's a 2 for 2, and critically, it's Team Liquid who prevent the soul.
Zero with the upgraded death cap. You know, he is very far ahead of the curve, a couple thousand gold ahead of Bjergsen, his lane opponent, and you know, he's going to have a mighty amount of AP with that Rabadon's Death Crown.
So the Death Crown itself gives 175. Dardoch's in a really bad spot right now. He'll look to repel away, but in the time it takes the Shockwave to animate, Doublelift blows him up. And Team Liquid are now in a spot where they're wanting to push down the mid lane. We'll see if TSM can manage to defend this tier 2. The Demolish not able to be procced there, as Team Liquid will hang back here a little bit further, but it was a nice pick from TL.
Yeah, it really was. And Broken Blade quietly also getting very, very strong here. You know, he is going for this really powerful late game build, working towards what is very likely the
over to the Scuttle Crab to get ready and set up shop.
Yeah, that's the problem. TL are going to be the first ones there. So again, TSM is going to be having to face check into them with no flash on Biofrost. There's no one on TSM who can safely walk forward into these brushes. So it's all coming down to this. I think whoever wins this fight is going to have a stranglehold on the game.
This is Armageddon for these two teams, and Biofrost is not long for the world. He is gone. Impact barely going to be kept alive there. Schernfire also looking to walk away. Dardoch, just a sliver of HP remaining. Impact's got the CC. Team Liquid's got the fight. Broken Blade with a nice flash away, but Doublelift goes on a killing spree. He'll get Bjergsen. Jensen grabs Dardoch, and with 4 dead on TSM, that has got to be the fight that wins TL this game.
Yeah, that's going to do it. They're not even going to grab the soul. They're just running it down mid lane with the Baron buff, knock down this inhib, and look for the end.
Broken Blade is either going to be the greatest 1v4 gangplank we've seen in years, or this is a Team Liquid win right here. Schernfire on the front line, the rest of the team right behind him. Broken Blade and Biofrost, nothing they can do, and Team Liquid will get that win.
Slow and steady was the key here for TL today. TSM had a great early game, got 3 early dragons, was able to get multiple kills down on that bottom side, but they could never get more. They could never extend the advantage, and TL always felt like, you know, they were kind of better prepared around those later dragon fights. But you've got to think, if you're TSM, you've got to be so frustrated with that early Infernal Dragon that actually got taken by Jensen. You know, that was the one where it was really close between the two teams, and it felt like TSM could have maybe got that. After that, it felt like it was all TL. They never even got close to those dragons. TL was completely dominating past that point.
And when you look at TSM historically, as an organization since the beginning of LCS, they're a team that was frequently in the same spot like what we saw TL, where even if they had their opponents get off to a good start against them, they would just say, it's okay, we can outscale, we're the better team. Fast forward to now, they need to do more. They need to continue snowballing these advantages and finding more in the mid game that we saw them not be able to do. And when you have Team Liquid playing the way that they did, utilizing Xayah and Ornn and just making it so, hey, if we don't want this fight, this fight's not happening. That's a good place to be in.
Yeah, but, you know, it's tough, right? Because both teams had good scaling. Both teams had reasons to think that they could be confident in the later stages. But, you know, TL showcasing why they are 4 times in a row the LCS champions, right? This team is so damn hard to beat in the late game if you get them there with a decent chance in the game, they almost always win, right? You know, they're so good at setting up around objectives. They're so good at actually navigating these team fights. And we saw, you know, TSM go for a more aggressive look than what they had last time with some more engage from the Leona.